Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Matt Klein with the preview. Today we're going to take a look at what we can expect in the next couple of days. Looking at how Tampa Bay performed tonight against Toronto, we're going to break a few things down. Who is a real threat to the Lightning? Who is there out that can actually convince us that they're going to take this team away? Because right now, it looks like they have a clear path to the Stanley Cup final and taking away in the championship, and no one else has even come close. I think that there are a couple teams in the East that they should be concerned about. Perhaps they should be concerned about perfecting their game within matchups, preferably within 7-game series. And there's a lot that we can learn from that. There's a lot that the Tampa Bay Lightning will learn from a 7-game series against a certain opponent. I think that the Washington Capitals have been able to shake them around a little bit this season. Not too much. The Pittsburgh Penguins as well, but I think that the Washington Capitals are the only real team that the Tampa Bay Lightning should be worried about. Now, I think that the championship team from last year, they don't have Jay Beagle. They still have a lot of their core pieces, though. I can only think of Jay Beagle off the top of my head, who they don't have from their remaining roster. Lars Eller, Jacob Vrana has been playing a lot better this year. Tom Wilson has been playing a lot better this year. They still have Andrei Burakovsky, and then, of course, their core of Backstrom, Ovechkin, and Kuznetsov, who have played an excellent year. I would be questioning perhaps their speed and their ability to keep up and play a maximum of 28 games if they push it all the way again, just like they did last year. But I think that Tampa Bay needs to concern themselves with Ovechkin, of course, and Nick Backstrom and their power play. I think if they play each other in the Eastern Conference Final, it's going to be an amazing matchup. I think that there's going to be a lot of goals, although I would take Andrei Vasilevsky over Braden Holtby as a goaltending matchup. But other than that, it's going to be a very solid series if they meet again like they did last year in the Eastern Conference Final. Tampa Bay, however, is looking right now like they are having everything go their way. Their road record and their home record are almost identical. I think if they win tomorrow against the Boston Bruins, they are going to have 30 wins opposed to their 32 at home, which is almost the same. And those two stats are very, very important, because teams can become complacent on the road if they think that all they can do is win at home. And that is not what the Tampa Bay Lightning have shown as part of me this season. With their continuous victories on the road, their power play has been outstanding. 3 of the top 5 players this season that lead the league in power play goals are Braden Point, Kucherov, and Stamkos within that top 5. And they have been lights out everywhere in every department, scoring around 4 goals a game, and that is it. Besides that, I think the Pittsburgh Penguins might have a chance, but I just don't see it, especially if they play Washington in the first round. I do believe if Carolina wins on Saturday, they're playing the Philadelphia Flyers, and Pittsburgh's at home against the Rangers, I believe. I could be wrong about that, but if Carolina wins and Pittsburgh loses, then Pittsburgh's playing Washington in the first round, because they will be in the first wild card spot. So that will also be interesting, and in the next couple of days we'll be learning the matchups as the season concludes.